Blown away. Damaging winds pummel southeastern Wisconsin, overturning semis, snapping trees, and leaving about 5,000 people without power across the area right now.
And we're getting pictures in from around the area. This one is from Brittany in West Allis. It looks like a tree fell on top of a fence there. In
Oak Creek, Jesse sending us this picture of large limbs falling in a friend's backyard. The grill on the patio now dented and damaged.
And here's in Racine, where you see a canopy at Menards flew across the parking lot. Zach tells us it landed on a cart corral at the Walmart next door. No word if it caused any damage.
We have a team spread out across southeast Wisconsin covering the damage.
Corrine Zell on Milwaukee's south side, Yona Gavino in Racine, and Rebecca Clough in Greenfield.
But first, high wind warnings have just expired. Chief Meteorologist John Milan here to explain.
And Charles, about 4 seconds before you introduced me, the high wind warning was still there, but it has automatically moved out. Looks like Dodge County, I'll have to confirm that, but it looks like Dodge County is out of the wind advisory, which runs till 8 o'clock this evening. Fond du Lac County, Sheboygan County, Washington, and Ozaukee County still under a wind advisory till 8 o'clock this evening. They'll see wind gusts still in that area, anywhere over 40 to 45 miles per hour. And right now, there's a 51 mile per hour wind gust in that advisory area, 47 miles per hour in Sheboygan, still a 45 mile per hour wind gust in Kenosha. And it was windy today, 63 mile per hour gust. That's the maximum gust. Kenosha County, 59 in downtown Milwaukee, but 63 out at the airport. Everybody getting in on those damaging winds. If you're going out this evening, the winds will slowly diminish, but they will still be strong. Clouds and 40 degrees by 10 o'clock. Weekend, not bad. I'll be back with that in a couple of minutes.
All right, thanks, John.
These dangerous winds knocking over a tree onto a house near 5th and Howard this afternoon.
Corrine Zell joins us live from there. And Corrine, were the homeowners home at the time?
They were home at the time, and Charles and Shannon, that family acted fast to get the tree out of their yard and off the home. All you can see now is the very top of the roof. There's just a bit of damage. But earlier today, it looked a bit different. A tree was in the front yard. It fell on this home. The base of that tree split in half. This is probably about a 45-foot tree, but it only caused that minor damage to this house on South 5th Place. The family had just gotten home when the tree fell. The two boys were playing video games. They said they heard a loud thud, came outside, and were surprised at what they saw. They said they can't even explain the feeling because they know what a lot of people go through on days like today. They're just thankful that all the damage they have to deal with today is the top of the roof. So they got that tree out of here in about 2 hours. We're live at South 5th Place and Howard. Corrine Zell, today's TMJ4.
Fortunate no one was hurt. Thank you, Corrine. Well, several semis blew over today, causing delays on southeastern Wisconsin highways, including this one in Racine. Yona Gavino is there live, and she talked to semi drivers about the dangers of driving in days like this.
Shannon, right now the winds have died down, but earlier, even just walking, taking a step like this, it was a challenge. The winds were just so strong, and like you mentioned, at one point they were so powerful they flipped over a semi. Drivers packed onto this interstate, waiting and watching for the nearest exit. Powerful winds flipped this semi on its side. Fellow truck drivers know the feeling.
Like it riding in a boat that's on the waves, hitting it, and it hits it just right, because it'll rock the whole cab this way. Like mine, even with the tanker, it'll do it.
The Racine County Sheriff says no one got hurt.
Just, hope and pray it don't tip on you, and just feel sorry for the guy that, happened to, because he's out here trying to make a living just like everybody else. And, to him, maybe he felt like he couldn't, take the chance to stop for a while.
The Kenosha County Sheriff says they had a semi rollover on highway eastbound I-94. Right now, they don't know if that accident is weather related. And right now you can see on the highway, the nightmare seems to be over and traffic is flowing in both directions. Live in Racine, Yona Gavino, today's TMJ4.
Yeah, wouldn't want to be in a semi today, especially riding empty. All right, thanks. In Greenfield, a dangling sign closed part of a highway there for a few hours this afternoon. Rebecca Clough is live where fire crews rushed out to help.
Yeah, Charles, Highway 100 is back open again, but it took the fire department a few hours to secure this sign you see here. Around 2 this afternoon, crews say the Uniroyal sign came loose from its mounts because of the high winds. The owner called police when he saw just how close it was to dangling near the road. The fire department had to shut down southbound Highway 100 at Layton Avenue while they tried to secure it. The Greenfield fire crews say the Department of Public Works was called out here first, but they weren't sure how to fix it, so they called the fire department.
We laughed as we were up in the bucket that we don't train on this kind of stuff, but when no one else knows what to do, we seem to be the ones that get the call.
Now, the fire department got those yellow straps from a local hardware store, and they say the sign is secure enough that they can let traffic flow again. Now, coming up at 10, hear what the owner did first before he called police. Reporting live in Greenfield, Rebecca Clough, today's TMJ4.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. Frightening moments for a woman in Delafield. A big tree came crashing down outside her home, and that was just 10 feet away from her van. It ripped down some power lines and blocked the street.
I was actually backing out of the driveway and pulled ahead, and all of a sudden I heard a noise and looked back, and the tree had come down right near the van. I feel lucky that, it didn't hit me or the van or anybody else.
Well, a neighbor called 911 for help, and as you can see, they were able to get that thing cleaned up.
Well, the wind shattered this sculpture in Milwaukee's Gordon Park. The Parks Department tells us the damaged art is now in storage for the time being. They're going to contact the artist to figure out what to do next.